Hope everybody is having a wonderful and happy Easter. I know that I am. My morning started off quite well. My mom made us some apple strudel pancakes, which were quite delicious. We also had some scrambled eggs and some bacon to round out our breakfast goodness. So the day is starting off quite well. I decided that since it is Sunday, that I'm going to fire up the vlog here and try and get one going for today. Now, aside from breakfast, we don't really have too many Easter traditions. Used to have growing up, we always used to do the egg hunt, where your parents or whoever got up early and hid all the eggs around the house or in the outside area. My parents and I were talking about this morning, and we were saying that for me and my sister growing up, the majority of the egg hunts, if you will, were all inside. My dad was saying he was growing up in Southern California, that I think most of his were outdoors. Could be a climate thing or whatever, but yeah, I just remember a lot of them, the majority of them, being outdoors. Outside of, the Easter hunt and having a bag of Easter goodies, if you will. Maybe Easter breakfast or Easter dinner. Those were pretty much our family traditions. Now, my mom, when she was a young girl, her and her sister and brothers would get a, chocolate bunny rabbit. That comes in the tall box with the ears and, all that. So they would all get one of those. And my mom, what she would do is she would put it in the refrigerator and save it for a different time. Because you're not always, some people aren't always interested in eating chocolate, or all of their chocolate, or any chocolate at all on Easter. It's kind of a funny thing to say because, who doesn't like chocolate? But some people didn't, or some people just wanted to save it for a later time. So my mom would put hers in the refrigerator. Now, the Easter bunnies, the chocolate ones that I'm familiar with, they're in a, they're about a foot tall or so, and the bunny ears would be tucked up in the packaging, so all you would see is the square of the rabbit head. You wouldn't see the ears, because the ears were up in the top of the box. So what her brothers and sisters would do is they would sneak down when my mom wasn't around, and they would open up her bunny, and they would eat the ears off of her bunny and put it back in the package, because you wouldn't notice. You wouldn't notice that the ears were missing if you just looked at the package, because again, all you saw was the face of the bunny. So my mom shared this story with us and continues to share it with us throughout the years. So this year, my mom walks in on, I believe it was Friday, walks in and hands me a chocolate bunny. And I'm not really even thinking about it, so of course I'm making a joke with her. I'm saying, oh yeah, maybe I'll put my bunny in the fridge and save it for later. But I might take the chance that, the ears are going to be missing. And as I tell my mom this, she's got this kind of, like she's holding back a smile. So I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe these ears are already missing. So I look at the box, and I don't know why I didn't notice it right off the bat, but as I'm looking at the top of the box, I can see that a hole was cut at the top of the box where the ears were actually sticking out of the box, and the ears have been surgically cut off in a straight line. Not eaten, but cut off. And there's an index card at the top of the box to close it off so that you really wouldn't be able to tell that the ears were missing if you weren't paying attention, which at the beginning I was not. So of course, as soon as I do this, I give my mom the reaction that she enjoys, and her and I we have a really good laugh about it. And I noticed that there were 2 other ones that were probably going to my sister and her husband John, my brother-in-law. So of course I didn't give her the heads up or say anything about it, because I wanted them to have the same, hopefully the same reaction that I did, or at least have the fun of finding out that the bunnies that they're being given are actually missing their ears already. So that's become a somewhat Easter tradition for us. Is maybe not a tradition, but whenever you get one of those big Easter bunnies with the ears, is to, you know, if you buy it for somebody else, you know, or, well, I shouldn't say you because it's kind of our thing, but anytime a Easter bunny is given to me, the first thing I think of is my mom's story about my aunt and uncle eating the ears off it. She put it in the fridge, and of course are the ears already missing, or are they still in the package, which makes, I don't know, it makes for a fun Easter story that I look forward to passing on to my kids. Again, very similar to the you know, going to the car wash and having the octopus, you know, you're going into the sea cave and there's the octopus gonna wash your car. I've vlogged about that before, so we have a few family things that are very entertaining. The bunny ears one is the latest of the entertaining stories for you guys that I figured I would share. All right, so here is the bunny box I was talking about. Now, kind of already ate a little bit of him, but as you can see here, there was a hole cut at the top here. This is the index card, and see, like I said, you know, the ears are tucked up in the box, so you wouldn't really know, but if you look underneath, you can see that there's the index card with the little fold in the card that sits in the top of the head to keep it from sliding off. So that's the that's the chocolate bunny with no ears.